Chris Larson from Ripple just donated crypto to support Cam. Can't make that up. Tether wants to get audited by the Big Four, but there's a big problem. XRP price talk? Well, yeah, of course we're going to talk about it because guess what? Juicy action is happening with cloud.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Just got out of the shower after a nice 3.5 hour long run of the hills. But before we get into the crypto juice, because, oh yeah, there's juice on the screen. Your comments come first. Hot, spicy, relevant. Maybe I'll share it in the next video. Peter Goziner says, or Gozinier, sorry if I mispronounce it, says, XRP needs Grayscale, Canary Capital, and any of the others that hold XRP trusts to sue the SEC. Also, I completely agree. Put the pressure on the SEC. Get definitions for everything. Make it as clear as day so the rest of crypto does not have to go through with this, or we don't have to worry about doing some business and then all of a sudden a year later the SEC is like, yo, we're bending you over. Andrew Butcher says, things like that award give people hope. That's all it is. All those let's goes and hard-ons are over hopium. Yeah, that's people sometimes struggle with how I present the news. I'm very results orientated. That's all I care about. I don't care about the emotion of it. You're either a winner or a loser. Things you're doing are either working or they're not. If they're not, you change them and you fix them. If they're working, you keep doing it and you work harder and you make more action. Speaking of more action, Sweep pumping big time along with Avalanche. But look at this, up 10% last 24 hours. By the way, of the top 20 crypto, who has pumped the most over the last 7 days? That would be Sweep. All this has to do with what everyone, the trust that was launched by Grayscale. And he's got a good point talking about Grayscale and Canary going after the SEC for definitions, because you're going to have some problems here converting ETFs if all of a sudden the SEC is like, dude, we need a few other things done first, and we need a few admissions of things. Speaking of price, Bitcoin's sitting at 62,327. Market's riding the coattails. ETH is 24.79 while BNB's at 5.78. Aptos making a move as well, but you notice, right, the money flows out of ton. Once the hotness wears off, it moves into SWE. How long is the SWE pump run going to last? Let me know down below. Tether says, yo, we wouldn't mind being audited by one of the big four, but there's a problem. See, the big four really can't audit for Tether because the SEC would be like, hey, big four, you're liable for working with a company that's in trouble and doing naughty things. And right now, we already know the SEC has problems with Tether. So how can they get a big four company to audit them if that would then put the big four company in trouble as well? And see, that's why we need to fix some of this stuff, because you hear how stupid some of that sounds? That's laws in the United States, and that's holding back a lot of money that could flow into crypto. Now look, I got a serious joke out of this, okay? This is just a warning for everyone. No, I did not launch my own crypto. And you got to be careful with the bullshit, because this is a press release from Global Newswire. A lot of companies use this, legitimate companies. And basically what they're talking about is a new meme coin, Klaus. No, it's not mine. It has to do with the fish on Family Guy, or American Dad. No, American Dad, that's what it is. A fish on American Dad. All right, it's Klaus, German guy. But anyways, my whole point is you can buy press releases too. So just be out there, because they can make up BS news and all sorts of cool graphics of running over Pepe and burning the house down, and old Klaus got verified circulating supply. Oh, come on, shut up. All right, let's talk about this, because this is what you want to hear, and then we're going to talk about XRP price action. Ripple co-founder Chris Larson donates $1 million in XRP to Cam's 2024 campaign via a pack. Eleanor posted this, and this is going to be linked down below with all the rest of the articles. By the way, you want the best XRP news? You want the best crypto news, period? Go to her Twitter and follow her. She's really legit, really legit. I got to give her props. Ripple co-founder Chris Larson has made the first documented crypto donation to Kamala Harris. According to new FEC filings, Larson donated $1 million in XRP to one of the leading super PACs supporting Harris, Future Forward USA. There you go. It's all listed. By the way, all this is public record, just putting it on there. Crypto Law comes out, says, get a comment from the SEC. Apparently, Harris' campaign believes XRP is not a security. And Eleanor's right. It's technically not her campaign. It's a super PAC. just throwing this out there, people are willing to believe whatever they want, but like this is kind of messed up because like, couldn't you have just like off-ramped it to like USDC and like just like donated the USDC or something like that? Like you knew this was going to raise some suspicions. I'm just throwing it out there. All right? Just throwing it out there. This is weird stuff. Apparently, Chris wants people to know that he's using his XRP to donate to a super PAC that's very supportive of Cam and very anti-Trump Pito. All right, let's talk XRP price talk because there is some good news here along with some bad news. It's right, life is both good and bad news. Volume has been really, really soft, but hey, it's the weekend. We've seen that. Ever since the BTC ETFs took hold, honestly, unless there's been like a bad event like Middle East action, we've seen it twice now happen on the weekend. But unless it's something like that, the crypto markets are really tame, really soft on the weekend. But what we're seeing now, though, is not everything is soft, but the volume is, but you're still seeing price action. That price action is limited to certain things that are pumping. Now, XRP, again, we tried to break that 54 and change, and no, it did not happen. Got pushed on down. Honestly, there's a lot of support north of 52. There is a lot. So for those of you looking to get those sub 50 cent longs, you might need to get a little bit more bad news, and we might not get anything big here for the next week or so. But you could definitely see a massive pre-XRP pump, and people are thinking manipulation. We were looking at the 59 cent mark, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, right, we pumped up to north of 65, and then all of a sudden, it was like, yo, you want 51 cent XRP? Boom, there you go. And all of a sudden, we find out it was Middle East action, tension flaring up, along with the SEC filing their intent to appeal. No, the SEC has not disclosed to any of us what they actually are appealing. As soon as that happens, I will share that with you. And look, this story is making the rounds. Just in, Ripple's co-founder Chris Larson donates $1 million in XRP to Kamala Harris. Can't make that stuff up. It does. It makes you wonder, why didn't he just move it to USDC? Well, why couldn't he have just done that? Why did he have it? It's seriously, it's like he wants this out there. It's so crazy. But XRP price is going to be based on macros and global events. And right now we've got a few weeks where we should be pretty calm with that economic news. Look for that first 2 weeks in November to be absolutely wild. 3 big events happening within the first 15 days of that month. So the markets might be muted, a little sideways action here. You're going to find some winners here and there in the market. Avalanche, we've both been moving very strongly here as of late. Tether, I mean, dude, Paulo said, yo, we do want to work in the United States, but there's some loopholes with these laws that we got to fix because we can't even get someone to help us out. Which is fine because guess what? No, I did not launch my own crypto, but some of these cryptos out here are spending enough money to get their own press release done, making it seem like it's substantial, but it's not. What's not hot is what, we know it, Chris Larson did with his XRP, and I honestly don't care what people do with their money. Seriously, we're all welcome to do whatever we want with it. You could spend your money at the club. You could go to baseball games. You spend it on your kids' education. It's up to you. I just find it odd that, like, he knew this was going to be public. You can search these things, okay? You can search, like, in the names. You could just scroll down and see who's donated. You could filter by amount. The information is really easy to find. But, like, he knew it was going to be found. And with it being XRP, it's just like, I don't know. I kind of get like this weird, like gross, like cringe feeling in my stomach. But let me know what your thoughts are down below on that, because it doesn't really sit right with me. But then again, people are willing to do whatever the F they want. Now, in terms of XRP price, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, if it's manipulation, you got to play that game. And if we're waiting for good news, well, we might be waiting a couple weeks because honestly, the big news is going to be in a few weeks. Now, what happens between now and then is fair game. Middle East tensions could flare up at any time, sending the crypto markets down 5-10%, like that. Economic news, nothing really too big. A little beige book action, but I don't think you're going to see anything pivoting the scales all crazy like that. So let's see what happens. You also got Swell, you got Meridian, you got all that kind of fun stuff too, and just going to have to wait to digest the news. So Choo choo bitches, that was 3.5 hours of hills today, and I have 2.5 hours more to go.